All right, dear devotees, so we are at the moment live on Facebook. Now, something just happened to Instagram, and I don't know quite what, but we are trying to go live on Instagram. So just give me a moment. We are trying to solve these things, and it appears that we're almost there. So let us see how we are doing. All right. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So we are here in Chiang Mai, the beautiful temple that they call Gupta Govardhan, known as the Gupta Govardhan temple in Chiang Mai. It is a beautiful place. We've just had rains, and so everybody is feeling a little relief after the rain. Trying to make it a little bit of a better composition for the Instagram viewers, but maybe I won't be too successful. Please don't mind. And, excuse me, we just had rains. Everything is good. We're feeling some refreshment after the very hot previous few days, in fact, weeks. And we're here with you live on Instagram and live on Facebook. So first of all, Jai Srila Bhakti Rokok Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai our Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai. And Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Brinda Ki Jai. So we are here in Chiang Mai, Gupta Govardhan Temple, happily meeting with the devotees over the Skype, or rather over Facebook, Instagram, and then later will be posted to YouTube. We're not able to actually be live on YouTube at the present time. And we can share something today here, then it is an auspicious day, a good day to start doing new things. And already in the temple, downstairs here, they had a very grand, actually, probably around 40 devotees gathered in order to have an Ishtagoshti along the lines of the Ishtagoshtis arranged in Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat by Guru Maharaj, then by Srila Gurudev, Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj, and then our lowly selves continued that from time to time by the blessing and request, service to and blessing and request of Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj. And what is Ishtagoshti? The practical form that it took in Navadip and the practical form that it takes here, and we've seen actually in some other places too. The idea of Ishtagoshti is that the residents of the temple and devotees who live nearby, who can come, they come together in a spirit of glorifying each other and recognizing the devotional service that each one is contributing towards the overall picture of the devotional activities, wherever they may be. Now, we're now in Chiang Mai, as in most of the world, or much of the world, most people can't go anywhere, and that includes yours truly and several of us. But we are here in Chiang Mai and fortunate to be in a community of devotees. And so morning programs, evening programs, daily seva goes on. We are with devotees 24 hours a day. And here they've come together from the surroundings, because many devotees live in the city, share flats, live in what they call the Pink House, a place which has been used up till now for the full dome projects which take place. But with the world current situation, the full dome activities are definitely scaled down and devotees are consolidating into the house. So we have a wonderful community of devotees, many devotees here, and probably 40 devotees, maybe 50 devotees in actual numbers. And Gurudev will be very happy if we say, 100 devotees at least came together. And as I am speaking, they are in fact downstairs, probably about concluding their Ishtagoshti. But the Ishtagoshti principle is that of appreciating each other's service, appreciating each other's devotional mood, and at the same time, or then presently, pointing out any kind of items that need to be mentioned for the smooth running of the community. So the Ishtagoshti principle was, as I say, inaugurated by Guru Maharaj, continued by Srila Gurudev, and continued during our time at the mat by Gurudev through myself, others who would be leading the Ishtagoshti programs. And they would happen from time to time, and very much for the harmonious coming together of the devotees in order to discuss basically the seva that's taking place, seva necessity, the different devotees' contribution to seva, recognizing that seva, because in many parts of seva we don't necessarily see what the devotees or who's doing what. For instance, the kitchen. We have here devotees in the kitchen who really are serving from morning till night, and so if you don't know that they're serving there, then the devotees, they just assume, oh, rice, dal, sabji, and all other good things, pizza, etc. They all arrive automatically. But so many devotees are doing seva behind the scenes. So recognizing the devotional service of the devotees, giving honor to the mood and activities of the devotees, addressing any points which may need a little correction. For instance, we are guests here in the Chiang Mai Gupta Govardhan temple, so we don't necessarily know where we're meant to be leaving our shoes and sandals when we come in, because when we see other shoes and sandals are left on the steps, we think, oh, that's where you're meant to leave them. And then we learn, okay, really we're meant to be putting them, guess where? In the shoe rack, and so that everything's tidy. Things like that, which we may know and may not be quite doing properly, or we may not know, like yours truly. So we were just following, maybe not the footsteps, but the shoe steps, the shoe, where the shoes have been left of others, and thinking that was normal. So this way, here, and our experience largely is in Navadip, there, the various etiquette, the local etiquette of the devotee practices, where to put shoes, how to do this, what to do that. Then this is at one time addressed, so everybody hears. So it's not an individual criticism of devotees, it's actually the opposite. It's glorification of what the devotees are doing, recognizing what devotees are doing. And at the same time, it's an opportunity to bring up observations of things which devotees may not know and that they're doing unintentionally wrong, or maybe things that devotees do know, but we know the nature of this world. We all like to dilute things, sadly, from time to time in what we do. Instead of putting our shoes in the right place, it's easier just to leave them in another place. Anyway, that's just a small example. But what I would like to say about the Ishtagoshti is, personally, I'm very happy to see it take place here. I mean, really, many devotees came together, and it's a time when devotees can come together, appreciate each other, hear of the seva that each of them are doing, because there are devotees in they have the pink house, the factory, and different places around, who are doing many things here in Chiang Mai, that we wouldn't otherwise know what they're doing, their contribution. And similarly around the world, for instance, in Navadip, where we used to hold the Ishtagoshtis, then it's a big place. We don't necessarily know what other devotees are doing, and sometimes it is very kind of a hidden service, means those who are gardening, looking after the deer, looking after earlier the peacocks. We don't necessarily notice what's taking place, but then we can understand that it takes a whole team to run a ship. And Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, we sometimes used to think of a little bit like a ship to take us from the material world to the spiritual world. And this ship analogy actually perhaps began because really it looks like a ship when you look from a little outside at the front, from the top of our Paschatya Sevak Bhavan, the building in Navadip, Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, where the offices were, and where the men's accommodation was, at least upstairs. Sometimes families were downstairs on the ground floor. But we had the opportunity to see the temple from the roof and see that it even looked like a ship. If ever any one of you any time had to do like night duty on a ship, on a yacht, which in our earlier former life, before becoming devotees, we have done, then how do you recognize which way a ship is going? Because there's a tall mast and there's a smaller mast, and each one has a light on the top. So even if you can't see the color of starboard and port, you know that the ship is going in a certain direction because the lower mast has a light on the top and that tall mast has a light on the top, and you can understand it is going in this direction. So Navadip Chaitanya Saraswat Mat felt like a ship, looked like a ship. It was quite transcendental in its own way. And in Chaitanya Saraswat Mat, then naturally there are, like on a ship, so many duties in different departments of seva. Somebody's cooking, somebody's cleaning, and unlike a ship, somebody's gardening, someone's looking after the deer and animals. But in this way, then the savor of the devotees can be appreciated, and some glorification of the devotees, the qualities of the devotees. This was an essential part of the Ishtagoshtis, arranged by Guru Maharaj, continued by Gurudev, and continued by ourselves under the direction, means still continued by Gurudev throughout our stay in Chaitanya Saraswat Mat. And recognizing the good qualities of the devotees, then Guru Maharaj expressed this, that if we see the good qualities of the devotees, those good qualities will actually rub off on ourselves. If we see and notice the bad qualities, if you like, and make criticism of devotees, then what we are noticing, those other qualities, they will rub off onto us. So we are not to criticize others. We are to see their good qualities. But yes, we can criticize. We criticize ourselves. We are to recognize our bad qualities and not to see the bad qualities in others. This is very much, actually Guru Maharaj described this, and it is recorded, certainly it's recorded in audio, and I expect it's recorded in one of the books, but I'm afraid I can't exactly say where. But Guru Maharaj said, this is one secret of Vaishnavism. If we glorify the devotees, those glorious qualities will rub off on us, if you like. And if we criticize the devotees and chew the fault in others, then that will come to us. We will be infected by that. So what became known as Ishtagoshti, this coming together of the devotees to glorify and recognize the service of others, and to understand the teamwork involved in running a temple, running any ashram, doing seva projects, etc. The teamwork needs all sorts of people. Yes, from the cooks, from the buyers, from the cleaner-uppers, and then from the maintenance, and then the distribution, the physical side of things, to the spiritual side, of course, where we have the temple programs, and without doing devotional activities, without being reminded by hearing the scripture, attending the programs, engaging in what has been given to us by a healthy daily program given to us by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, given by Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, then what has been given to us is a healthy day's diet, a healthy day's diet, not just of prasadam, but of activity, to start our day early, bathing, coming to chanting Gayatri in general, before Aarti, here at least, because the time is right, and then coming to the Mangalarti, coming to the programs. This is our balanced day, the prescription for our situation in this world. It's our balanced day. And by doing this, by following the practices and advices of our masters, by following it, not just knowing, oh, it is good to chant Hare Krishna, it's good to be vegetarian, it's good to offer our food, but by doing it, and especially by the congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord, by honoring prasadam, by engaging selflessly in some activity for the devotees, by these practices, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, these, and Padasevanam, the specific savor of Koladeep, Chaitanya Saraswat Mat in Navadip is situated in Koladeep. All of these things, these good advices, they're given to us for us to do and not just to know. Like on the TV, we know, well, I don't know exactly how many, but probably 50 channels, 100 channels or something on the television. But if there is one channel where we can get some Harikatha, when we can get something in our own family, our own line, then we'll say, okay, there's so much nonsense and superficial stuff, temporary stuff on the television. But if there's one channel which is going to give us nourishment, proper perspective of what our life is, and give us some impetus to make our life perfect, then to know that that channel is there is one thing. But if we only attend to those 49 channels which are giving us all the other different things there, oh yes, I know there's a channel which is going to give us Harikatha, Krishna consciousness, inspire us in devotional service. Just to know it is there. It's kind of, okay, it's good to know where to go if you're one day feeling desperate, but cultivation of devotional service is necessary. We shouldn't just wait until the last moment and then think, oh, I'm going to be in the right frame of mind. But everywhere we are given this advice, we are to cultivate from getting the seed of devotion planted in us, to cultivate that through its very tender age, its growing age, its creeper age, all the way through to it bearing its fruits. Fruits of love of Godhead in all kinds of variety, quality and quantity. So we are here to encourage each other, and the Ishta Goshti, the coming together of the devotees to encourage, to chant the glories of each other, and then to show what are the seva necessities, to illustrate, emphasize what are the seva necessities that are coming up. And then, you can say a small part of it is to point out things which need a little bit correction about, as we said, an example, where to leave your shoes. This, it needs to be done, but nobody's attending it. Please, can we have volunteers? This way, the management side and the how to keep the place clean, what to do, what not to do, this all comes to play within these Ishtagostis. But the principal side is the glorification of the devotees, recognizing the devotees. And Srila Gurudev Govinda Maharaj said that Guru Maharaj, when he understood that two devotees were clashing, their nature was clashing, something was there. In particular, Guru Maharaj would have, during that Ishtagoshti time, he would have those devotees glorify each other. In other words, they would have to look at the good qualities of the particular devotee that they were clashing with, that they were, at the moment, perhaps predominantly recognizing some qualities which may not be their good qualities. So this way, Guru Maharaj, Srila Maharaj, used to give direction to the way that the Ishtagosti, the gathering of the devotees, will be held, to focus on the glories of the devotees, to focus on the seva which is being done by the devotees, and then to also understand where we need to adjust in our devotional community, where we have some necessity of service which isn't being done, and in this way make it a very productive and broad gathering of devotees. And in Navadip, then we held these, what aren't known rightly or wrongly. Somebody told me, oh, Ishtagoshti isn't the right word, but Gurudev said Ishtagoshti, and we held Ishtagoshti. And we held these, and I can say that Srila Gurudev always took interest, and practically every time when later in the day I'd come up to Srila Govinda Maharaj, he would ask what was discussed, what subject matters were discussed. And I can say almost always, if not always, maybe once or twice, no, Gurudev didn't specifically ask, but he took interest. This is something which he used to do and which he expects that will continue. So actually here you may have heard in the background the chanting of Hari Haraya Nama Krishna at the end. The devotees here, as I say, a minimum of 40, but maybe 50 plus devotees. They came together, had a Ishtagoshti, and I think just completing just now. And we can encourage that the devotees everywhere keep this kind of spirit, this mood in mind, and when you can, because now I understand many places are quite restricted. And by the way, here they're keeping their distance, but we have space outside so that they can come together. And I know some places, very more restricted than here for having some gathering. But do respect the distance, do respect, all the things which we're meant to do for being cautious about the spread of virus, etc. in this time. But I do encourage you also to participate in Ishtagoshti, to glorify the devotees. By glorification of the devotees, that those good qualities come to us. And if we see fault in others, that will also come to us. The fault will come to us. So let us be positive, progressive. Everybody, let us remember this guidance of Gurudev, the guidance of Guru Maharaj. Continue this activity of Ishtagoshti around the world. Continue the activity of appreciating the contribution, the savor of the devotees, where we are in the communities as we are here, but all over the world. So all glories to all the Vaishnavas, all glories to Sri Guru and to Sri Gauranga, all glories to the connection of you all in this line, wonderful line of devotional service, without which we have no proper direction in the world. So Jai Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Srila Bhakti Rakha Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Shri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga ki Jai, and to all the assembled devotees online and who will be assembled online and who will see this presently, all glories to you. Ki Jai. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Just give me a second while we end our broadcast.